Hello, nighthawks. Before going back to school, it's important to know your way around campus. Every day, before entering the school campus at the front gates, you must get your temperature checked for the health and safety of others and yourself. After getting your temperature checked, please present your ID to security guards before entering campus so they know you are a student. To the right of the entrance, through the double doors, is the Nighthawk Center. This is the front office of the school. It has several student amenities like the nurse's office, athletic department offices, and our vice principals.
Welcome to the Quad. ASB sometimes holds events here, and you may be able to see your friends during passing period, walking through the Quad. It's a very pretty place on the campus, and nice to look at for a brief moment. These are the lunch lines. These are the a la carte lines where you can get snacks like Gatorade or slushies or chips. And just behind those little bushes over there, there's the meal lines where you can get like a sandwich or pizza or anything like that. And here are the tables where you can sit at by yourself.
As we move on to the gym, we see the trophies of Del Norte's sports team. As we walk onto the home court of the Del Norte Nighthawks basketball, volleyball, and numerous other teams. The gym, which is right next to the cafeteria, boasts all of the Nighthawks championship banners from all across Del Norte athletics. As we walk out the back, we go by the locker rooms to see where the DNHS water polo team holds their home games.
As you walk to the field, you're greeted with a big Nighthawk sign. And once you walk past that, down the stairs you can see our big Del Norte Nighthawk field. When you walk onto the track and look to your left, you see our home stands where our Nighthawks cheer. And on the other side of the football field, you see our visiting stands and our scoreboard used for all sports games.
Hi Nighthawks, here's a quick tour of some of the core classrooms at Norte High School. When you exit the lunch tables to your right, you can see the D buildings, which are mostly the Spanish classrooms. As you walk through the hallway, you can see the other side of the D buildings, which has even more Spanish classrooms and even some PE health classrooms. Across the D building, you have the E buildings, which are mainly science and STEM classroom labs, such as biology and AP environmental science. As you continue walking through the hallway, you can see the J buildings to the right and the left, and those are a mix of core classrooms such as math and English. Mainly to the left is the math classrooms, and mainly to the right is the English classrooms. Behind the J buildings, we have the K buildings, and those are mostly science classrooms, and it also consists of some other core classes. Behind the K buildings, we have the L buildings, which are majority history classrooms, such as economics and finance, AP European culture, and US history. This building also has some other English classrooms in addition to the history classrooms. On the other side of the L building, you can see the back of the school. Along this portion of the L building, we mainly have history classrooms. Across from these classrooms, you can see the PAC. Now we are going to have a quick look at Ms. Volger's classroom, one of our AP European Culture and US History teachers. You can see that all the desks are apart from each other with plastic dividers so that we can all be COVID safe. The buildings you see now are the newer buildings, which are the R buildings. The R building with the ramps are the math classrooms. Here's a look inside one of these classrooms. And to the left of the new math buildings, we have even more English classrooms. From the front of the school, you can see the view of all the core classroom buildings. Hopefully this tour helped, and we hope to see you on campus soon. Thanks for watching, Nighthawks.
Welcome from the L buildings to the classroom that connects directly to the PAC. Drama and Tech are taught here by Miss DeYoung. So as you guys can see, the classroom is pretty big, and I have some great memories here from Drama 1, which I think everyone should take. Now on to some plays that Del Norte has done in the past, and of course the beautiful mural that has been here for literally ever. These are the welcome in bricks that seniors paint on. I think of them like Hollywood stars. And these are some more plays that Del Norte has done again in the past. So this is a door that connects directly to the PAC. So if you are in a play, drama, choir, or band, you will likely perform here. Now we are exiting and coming out on the side of the theater that is right by the music and choir classrooms.
Finally, we have Del Norte High School's music building. This is where the orchestra, bands, color guard, and choir all come to hone their skills as musicians. First off, you'll see the band room itself. This is where the bands and the orchestra would normally come to perform all of their music. You'll notice that the room is surrounded by a bunch of lockers. This is where band students can come to store their instruments or any other school supplies they may have. Before seeing the office, you will enter the music lab. This is where a lot of the bigger instruments like tubas are stored, as well as the many trophies that the Del Norte High School music program has earned. Coming down the hall, you'll see some of Del Norte High School's soundproof practice rooms. This is where music students come to practice and become better musicians.
Finally, this is the room where choir practices, and that concludes our tour of the music building. Thank you for listening.
As we leave the band room, we start to walk towards our visual art classrooms. Even though it's a bit of a walk, you don't need to rush because you have a 10-minute passing period. A cool little landmark is this pair of wings that are painted on the side wall.
The first elective classroom is P108. It is drawing and painting. It is taught by Mrs. Pointer.
This class explores design elements including line, color, form, and texture. As you can see, there is plenty of room in this class to work on small sketches or giant masterpieces. Let's head back outside. Check out these ceramic pots created by our students now on display.
Now we are going to classroom P107, the AP Art Studio. This class is taught by Mr. Coleman.
AP Studio Art gives instruction for highly skilled students in drawing, painting, and three-dimensional design. Many students in this class are seriously dedicated to studying art. Before we enter the ceramics room, you can see more clay creations on display.
The next class we will be taking a look at is P101. This is ceramics and it is taught by Mrs. DiCaprio.
As we walk through this classroom, there's a lot to take in. On one side of the class, there's molding stations where students can turn a lump of clay into a piece of art. As you can see, there's plenty of storage, as well as a plethora of paints.
Next, we will be taking a look at the yearbook classroom, A136. It is taught by Mrs. Christopher.
Walking towards the library as well as the front gates, we will soon be entering our broadcast journalism classroom.
And finally, we will walk through broadcast journalism, A151, taught by Miss DeYoung.
In this classroom, there are numerous computers primarily used for scriptwriting and video editing. In the back of the class, there's also a green screen room, complete with lighting and a sound booth. The class also has its own cameras.
Just like you would upon entrance of the school campus, you need to scan your ID again on exit. That way the school knows when you are at school and when you aren't. You will exit the campus in the same area you would enter.